Welcome back, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. In this episode, we're just going to briefly go over the results of our initial trim there. We just kind of leaf tuck for the most part, very minimal. That initial trim and veg, our big family, is from the top two nodes to help slow down the top growth that we had and get some of that lower canopy growth to kind of catch up with the rest of it. So we'll get into that. Then we're going to talk a little bit about our soil and our overall plant health and what we plan for the next couple of weeks here, what's coming up. So we'll just talk a little bit about our plant health. A little rich on the nitrogen, that's okay. That's kind of what we're looking for. With the temperature change, we got a little bit of swelling in our families up top, some obvious curling, a little bit of swelling, no big deal. Our temperature change down below, we're at 25°C down below and 28°C up above. Fahrenheit, I believe that is 70s, mid 70s. I'm just gonna say mid 70s, and this is the start of low 80s, I do believe. So just off the top of my head, but so that temperature change, that no big deal, but that explains. And a little bit of wind burn. We got this little 9-volt 10 fan going full blast just to kind of mitigate and kind of help with that heat between the canopy and our light, kind of keep that cool. But you can only do so much to a certain extent. Anyway, so if you guys have been following along with the early ones, this time we hit them with 2 shots. We well, when I say 2 shots, we hit them with microbes twice, so to make up for that lost time, because we had to move our plants around, then they were only exposed 6 hours of light, so we got some crazy stretch. If we can see that here, I removed a lot of these lower branches and nodes. They were nice and tight, and then we had 6 hours, so we got kind of a funky stretch. We ended up removing all the other fan leaves shortly after we got rid of these top 2, because I wanted to slow down the growth of this main stalk here and just have some of these branches, give them an opportunity to catch up with where we had topped it initially, but getting off course. So we fed them microbes twice, and you can see this explosive growth on top of it. I run a lot of sugars, and the sugars help feed those microbes, and in return they help get those nutrients into the plant and a lot faster. How do I explain this? My soil microbes aren't surviving, they're thriving, and they're well fed and bred. So as a result, you can see this explosive growth in a short period of time. They just kicks right back. So that's pretty well that. Don't got a lot of time, but go into it in great detail. If you want to know more, just let me know in the comments below, and I can do my best to kind of explain that science to the method to the madness here. So just to get a visual. So in return, we've slowed down some of that growth, because these are all solar panels, so on and so forth. Everyone's heard a million times before, but anyway, so that kind of helps us dictate and control some of the other growth, where our plant energy and our focus is. So as we can get a kind of a visual, you can see how much more these shoots have grown since the last one, and some of that new growth, getting that direct exposure to that direct light kind of helped them out there a little bit. So the plant kind of focused its shift elsewhere, because we removed those fan leaves, so on and so forth, and this is kind of the result. You don't see it to believe it. So that's what she's looking like there. A little tip I picked up from old school growers, probably he's still alive now, he'd probably be in his 90s, so something I picked up along the way. Anyway, that's what she looks like now. I also did a lot of like bonsai trees and stuff, so I probably not the best at explaining it, but yeah, kind of point you guys in the right direction. Check out how these guys kind of control growth and stuff like that, like bonsai trees and horticulture and stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't got a lot of time left. Just to wrap things up, there was a slight change in the formula in some of my nutrients. I did notice, but I'm not 110%, but I'm pretty sure. Went from 7% to 0.5 with our ribos there. I've noticed my stalks are a little bit thinner than I'd like them. No big deal, but that does kind of dictate me when I'm gonna flip this girl to flower, because she can only handle so much weight come time for flower. And I just don't think our stalks are going to be able to, especially our main one's going to be able to take the weight of that flower. So I might not go wall to wall with this girl. That has been the only change in the lineup I run, but when I know more, I'll get back to you guys with a definitive answer. But I am fairly confident we will get our goal of 1 plant, 1 pound in this 4x4 regardless of... That's all the time I have for now. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them in the next videos.